All living things have a universal genetic code. Did you realize that a plant, or even a bacteria, uses the same genetic code as we do? Do you recall what the genetic code is? If you said DNA, you're correct. All living things have DNA. Living things grow and develop. This means if something is alive, it will go through some stage of growth and development during its life. Growth is simply getting bigger, while development is changing into a different form. For example, a tadpole develops into a frog and then grows into a bigger frog. Living things will respond to their environment. That means that all living things will react to a stimulus from the environment. This could be as simple as plant leaves shrinking up when it's cold or dark. All living things have to reproduce. If living things do not make new organisms, then their species will not be around for very long. All living things must also maintain a stable internal environment. This is also called homeostasis. To stay alive, living things must keep conditions steady in their body. For example, we humans have to keep our bodies within a pretty specific temperature range. Plants will die if they get too hot or too cold as well. All living things must obtain and use energy. Living things must get energy to carry out their life processes. For animals, that means eating, but what does it mean for plants? They need energy as well. Where do they obtain or get their energy? All living things evolve as a group. All living things will change over time. They will evolve new traits as the environment is also always changing. All living things are made of cells, or at least one cell. Recall the cell theory from earlier in the year. Cells are the basic unit of structure and function in all living things. Okay, let's recapitulate. All living things have a universal genetic code named DNA. Living things grow and develop. They respond to their environment. They must reproduce to keep their species alive. They must maintain a stable internal environment called homeostasis. They have to obtain and use energy. All living things evolve. And lastly, all living things are made of cells.